Michael Leckie here again with another in the series of What's the Question? The What's the Question series comes from my book, The Heart of Transformation, where I use the questions in the book that are designed to help build change as a capability in individuals and organizations, and look at those in context of things that are happening today in the news, in the media, in the world of work, whatever it may be. So today we're going to revisit a player from one of the earlier What's the Question series, and that is Adam Neumann, the creator and founder of WeWork. If you've noticed recently, Adam has started another business called Flow, which is based in the residential real estate market. And he was supported by, I think, approximately $350 million investment from Andreessen Horowitz, one of the Silicon Valley's top venture capital and investment firms. And I know great people there. They do great work and have helped start a lot of great companies. But it's interesting to me when I first saw he's getting another stab at it after all the things that kind of went wrong. I was really curious, referring to what went wrong in my view with WeWork. And I read this. I'm going to read this to you. That Andreessen wrote that we love seeing repeat founders build on past successes by growing from lessons learned. For Mr. Neumann, they added, the successes and lessons are plenty. Sounds really plausible. It's like you've got someone who had a great idea, did some great things, had some missteps along the way, and now it was lived and learned and reformed and ready to go forward and take all that good stuff, strip away maybe some of the stuff that wasn't so good, and build another amazing company. And here we are investing in it. I guess the question that I'd be suggesting to the folks at Andreessen Horowitz they'd look at is one of my questions from Learning Before Knowing. And that one is, how is my idea wrong? This is, for me, the question that now acknowledges our fallibility. But that's the one I want to be asking before I made that kind of a gamble on someone changing their personality or changing their nature as a leader in an organization. And the reason I say that is because I think it's really, really, really hard to change how you lead. I don't think really people change their personality, but I believe they can learn their own personalities. They can see themselves more clearly, and they can learn to adapt and not be just a slave to kind of their natural instincts and impulses, but learn to manage that, get the benefit out of it, and then see where it might trip them up. That's hard work. In fact, one of the things I have the privilege of doing in my career is working with CEOs and C-suite executives and helping them change and evolve. What we call it is moving from great leadership to transformational leadership. Well, what I can say from a distance, I think I feel pretty safe in saying, is that Adam Neumann has some challenges as a leader. He has some real strengths and he has some challenges. How is their idea wrong that he's learned from the successes and the lessons and is ready to do this again without making similar mistakes? Maybe not the same ones in fact, but almost like spiritually the same mistakes. How will the things that he believes or sees or thinks that are okay show up differently? And where is that kind of disconfirming information that says to him, these were really big mistakes? I mean, I don't know Adam Neumann. Maybe I'll meet him someday. I'll have a conversation. Maybe he won't want to because of my videos here. I'm not condemning him. I'm just wondering, what is it that he thinks he did wrong, incorrectly, or could have done better? Because that's the one thing I've really not seen in any of the news articles. And since it's really hard for us to identify what we're maybe doing that's not so effective and are not so useful and learn from it on our own, I'm wondering if he has. And I guess since he's walked away with hundreds of millions of dollars from the first gamble with WeWork, it's not like it worked out poorly for him. And so if I'm him, I'm probably saying, look, I did this, I made a ton of money. How can I be wrong? So the how is my idea wrong question is one I think that should show up a lot, both for Flow, the new company, and its leadership, including Adam, and for Andreessen Horowitz. Always be thinking, how is my idea wrong? It makes you much more confident when you go forward that the things you're doing might have a better chance of being right if you examine how they might be wrong. Take care. Have a great day.